Thank you, Madam Chair, for holding this hearing. I'd like to begin with Ms. Gill. You've written a lot about anti-racism and white fragility and things like that. Do you believe that President Trump is a racist?
I don't believe that's relevant to this hearing.
Do you believe that he is?
I'm not here to discuss my personal beliefs. I'm here to speak about the important work
You've tweeted that he's a vile, despicable
country.
racist. Do you believe that much of his housing policy was racist during his first term?
I'm here to talk about the vital work that nonprofit
So you're not going to answer me?
do throughout.
Hey everybody. Today we've got a jaw-dropper from a congressional hearing where Representative Brandon Gill grills a nonprofit witness and Representative Jasmine Crockett keeps cutting in. If you watch the clip, you know exactly what I mean. The witness is repeatedly asked direct yes or no questions and keeps dodging them over and over. I want to walk through that exchange, explain why it matters, and tell you what I think we should do about it.
You've tweeted that it's explicitly racist and deeply harmful. Is that right?
I don't have the tweet in front of me.
I've got it right here. You did tweet that. You tweeted that on September 25th, 2020. You said it's explicitly racist and deeply harmful. Do you know who President Trump's Secretary of Housing and Urban Development was during his first term?
Yes.
Who is it? Who was it?
It was Secretary Carson.
Is Ben Carson. Do you believe that Ben Carson is racist or a white supremacist?
With all due respect, sir, I am not here to talk about former HUD secretaries. I'm here to talk about the essential work
extensively
that
about
nonprofits do in your district and throughout the country.
Okay, we can move on then if you won't answer the question. Are you a racist?
With all due respect, sir, I'm here to talk about the essential work that nonprofits do.
Excuse me, that's a very
the
simple question. Yes or no question. Are you a racist?
I'm not a racist.
You're not a racist. Particularly interesting because according to one of your affiliate charities under your nonprofit umbrella, denial of racism constitutes covert white supremacy. Are you a covert white supremacist?
Sir, I'm here to talk about the essential work that nonprofits do.
Are you a covert white supremacist?
Can I talk about the work that nonprofits do in
No,
your district?
I'm asking you if you're a covert white supremacist, which according to one of your own organizations, again, denial of racism constitutes covert white supremacy. Would you like to answer the question?
I don't know what the question is.
So you refuse to answer whether you are a covert white supremacist.
I am here to talk about the essential work that nonprofits do. If you'd like to ask me a question,
I am utterly
about
dumbfounded. You are on record right now, and you will not say that you are not a
country.
covert white supremacist.
I don't have a definition in front of me. I haven't looked at the definition. I'm not going to answer a question about my personal views. I'm here to talk about the work of nonprofit organizations.
I want to give you one more chance to do this. Are you a covert white supremacist?
Why are we so off track from the topic?
I'm asking you a very straightforward question.
I've heard your question. Thank you, sir.
And you're not going to answer whether you are a covert white supremacist.
I would like to answer questions about the work of nonprofit organizations. Thank you.
That is really, really astounding. I can answer very directly that I am not a covert white supremacist, and I imagine all of my colleagues can as well. I think you ought to reevaluate what you're doing in the nonprofit sector if you can't answer that in a straightforward way. That is astounding. Let me ask you another question. Do you believe that it's appropriate to host and promote LGBTQ plus meetups for 9-year-olds?
I am here to support the vital work of nonprofits, and I will say to oppose the federal government targeting groups.
My question is, do you believe it's appropriate to host and promote LGBTQ plus meetups for 9-year-olds?
I believe that
because one of your affiliate nonprofits does do that.
Organizations that have views different from its own. That is wrong. Whatever party is in control, whatever administration is in control.
I think a lot of this is wrong. Do you think that it's appropriate for young children to use gender transition paraphernalia? Because one of your affiliated nonprofit organizations gives bras, binders, breast forms, nipples. I'm not even going to repeat this because it's so disgusting for children of all ages.
Breaching decorum and attacking the witness. Can we please
I'm not attacking the witness. I'm simply asking a straightforward question.
Mr. Gill, I'll be extending your time. You've been interrupted.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you believe that art exploration camps for transgender and gender diverse youth of the age of 11 is normal?
We support the vital work of nonprofit organizations and oppose the federal government opposing
So you refuse to answer any of these questions. You refuse to even answer the question of whether you are a covert white supremacist.
I'm not here to answer questions about my personal views or my personal
Is that because you don't want to disclose whether you're a covert white supremacist?
I'm here to talk about the essential
I'm
work
giving
that
you a chance to
nonprofits do.
tell the world that you are not a covert white supremacist.
Thank
Will
you
you
for the
do
chance.
that?
I'll pass on your chance.
You'll pass on
Thank
that.
you, sir.
That is astounding. That is really astounding. You're a radical far left activist, and you're masquerading as somebody promoting nonprofit, nonpartisan institutions, and you will not even tell this committee that you are not a covert white supremacist. That's astounding. I yield my time back.
The gentleman yields.
This isn't about virtue signals or performative outrage. It's about accountability, transparency, and whether our civic institutions are willing to answer even the simplest questions. These are serious questions about the boundaries of childhood, parental authority, and what nonprofits should be allowed to promote or provide resources for minors. If an organization is connected to programming that touches the identity and bodies of children, the public has the right to ask what support means in practical terms. Two patterns come through loud and clear for me. Repeated refusal to answer direct questions erodes trust. If you represent an organization or speak publicly on its behalf, you don't get to pick the safe parts of your record and then stonewall on the rest. That's not accountability, that's dodging. Language from affiliated groups really does matter. If an organization publicly labels disagreement or denial of racism as, say, covert white supremacy, then representatives of that organization should be prepared to explain and defend what they actually mean by that. Otherwise, it just comes across as politically convenient rhetoric rather than a principled definition. I also want to call attention to tone here. The witness repeatedly insists she's there to discuss nonprofits, which, yeah, is true, at least nominally. Nonprofits do important work, no doubt about it. But public testimony before Congress is exactly the place for scrutiny. If you run or speak for a nonprofit that's involved in education, youth programs, or social services, you really should welcome basic, factual questions about your programs and public statements. Defensiveness and evasiveness signal either poor preparation or maybe even a deeper unwillingness to let the public into how your money and influence are being used. I want to know what you think. Was Gill asking fair questions? Was the witness justified in refusing to answer personal belief questions? Or was this a failure of transparency? Drop a comment below. Let's make this discussion constructive. If you found this breakdown useful, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and share it with someone who needs to see how these hearings actually go down. I'll be back with more breakdowns like this. Same place, same channel. Thanks for watching.